Hey guys, guess who? I'm tired. Well, lesson 15, Python crash course. Now we're going to write some JSON data out to a file. Kept some familiar code. Remember this chunk right here, it basically read everything into a string. In fact, I'm going to say print data. And let's run this. Alright, so we read in this JSON file. The JSON file is right here, player data.json. This is exactly what you're going to do in program 4. Yeah, I'm not trying to be tricky. So this is just a string. It's just it's just how it's formatted. You know, curly braces define the object in a JSON file, and its key colon value pairs. If you notice these double quoted items, they're strings. This is an integer and this is a float, and that's how they'll be read in when Python processes this file. And same syntax, JSON, same syntax as a Python list or dictionary. Alright, so close that, run it one more time. It just dumps it out as a string. In fact, if we said print type data, we will get it's a string, because it is. So what we need to do is we need to convert that string, this string, to a Python dictionary, because we need to process it. So Python provides a library called, you guessed it, JSON. So we import JSON, and now we need to take this string and convert it to JSON. So I'm going to say we'll call it play data. I was going to say JData. Player is equal to JSON.loads. And what are we loading? We're loading string into our JSON. And now if I say print player, more specifically, pretty print, yes, and and shit, what am I doing? Pretty print player. Print type of data. Alright, so damn it, it's not a data is a string, but playa is a dictionary. So we now have a Python string from a file called playerdata.json read in as a string, loaded up with our JSON function, and it's a dictionary. To prove that to you, let's alter some of the data. I'm not going to overwrite the original file, so I can say player sub, well, what key? Let's say their rank went up. So we're going to say player sub rank is equal to like something bigger. Make sure. And in fact, we're going to say player, let's say they got a new boost. What's that key? It's available boosts. So it's a list, so we got to say dot append, and they've won a new bourbon liver. It's a skill. So now all I want to do, I don't want to overwrite the original file, so what I'm going to say is we need to write this out. So I'm going to say f is equal to open. What am I going to open? Well, I already have a path up here called out path, because I've prepared for this lecture. Open out path. How am I going to open it? I'm going to open it for writing. So just like C++, the file exists, it will empty it and then put whatever content we want in there. So now I'm going to say f.write, and I need to write my player dictionary to there. But I think we're going to have an error. Yeah, we cannot just write a dictionary to a file. It needs to be a string. So we have another function from our JSON library up here, and before we write f.player, we can say json.dumps player. I don't know who named these functions, but whatever. So let's run that again. Alright, no error, but now we have new player data, because that's what I named it up here as in my path. And new player data has right click, format, thank you VS Code. So their rank is the value I entered, not the old rank. What's the problem? It's a string. Damn it. Anyway, the available boosts, bourbon liver, is now there. Let's fix that issue that I've introduced. We'll call it a feature. Alright. Well, I quoted it. So let me just make it back to a string. And we'll rerun the code. And it should have overwritten the previous one. No? Alright. Well, we gave it an int. Oh, I think there's a cached copy. Let me not save that. In fact, I'm going to delete it. And I hope I don't have to do a lot of editing after this. Run it again. It created the new one. It's already fixed. Format. Boom. Alright, so that is reading in a file, using our JSON library to load it, a string, into JSON. That's why we use the read function. Reads the whole file into a string. And then we use json.dumps to take the Python dictionary, convert it back to a string, and write it out. These embedded methods like this could be probably we need to do more error checking, but for my little tutorial, we're good. And see you in a minute.